Kiki, short approach, long jump, kicking the stick. Taking a look there at the board. So we want to drive out these early strides. Your head's down. You get to step 3. Head starts to come up. Here's step 4, 5, 6. And here you should definitely be tall. 7. Still hitting ball of the foot. And here's your second to last. We want to see the toe above the heel here. We want to see a flat contact under the hips. That looks a little toey right there. So what has to happen here is you want to hit this flat with the foot very close to the hips, just slightly in front. And then as you move forward, you want the hips to sink and kind of move on a slight down and up path, but not until after this foot hits. So while this foot is in support, not before it hits, not dropping before, but while it's in support, you want to see a sinking as the hips move forward to the board. And you don't get much of that. So this is what sets up the angle coming off. You get just sort of a wave-like slight down and then back up. Little counter movement that sets that angle up. As you get into here, we don't want to have a big reach here. We want this leg to skate through. So what's good here is that this shin stays no higher than parallel to the ground. And then right here, you want this thing to just drop down. Keep it real close so that it lands just about slightly in front of the hips in front of you, and then you move quickly past it and keep the momentum going. Any motion that gets out well in front of the hips here is going to end up giving you braking forces, and you don't want that. So you don't want that to get too far away. The contact is just a little too far away here. Movement off the board is pretty good. You want to get a lot of what's called displacement. You want to move the hips in front of the foot while the foot is on the board. Keep the chest tall. And then as you leave the ground, immediately you don't want to wait here. If this foot is released from the ground, this leg should already be moving down, kicking the stick. A little bit late, but there's some movement there, and so when the knees cross here, you want this leg to be basically straight. You want the other leg to be bent here. You want your torso here, maybe one arm here, and that's the position you want. Again, it should be here. Oops. It should be straight with a little bit of a foot there, and then a knee, and then your foot there, and then your head's here, and then a little here, and a little here, and that's about where you want it. You're just a little bit bent right there. It should be dead straight. From here, you want both knees to come up together. Before this shin extends, you want to bring this leg up and get a double knee tuck position right here. And then extend from there. That right leg extends a little bit early, starts coming back, and then as the feet hit the sand, you want the hands right by the feet. You don't want this big gap in between the hands and the feet. You want to get those closer together. And there's your contact.